Hello, everybody, and welcome to bowandarrowtarot.net. This is this week's pick a card for your next lover, who, when, and how. You'll see three piles here with three different pins on them. We have a star pin. I'm going to show you really quickly. This beautiful star. All right. Blue with a little red charm in the middle. And then we have the key at the center. Beautiful little key. And we have a heart. This one is a little bit older. It's been around for a minute. Beautiful, but it has some charm to it, right? All right, so take a moment, sit back, relax. Allow your gaze to go to the pile that speaks to you the most, that draws your attention the most. And we're going to go ahead and get right into the first pile with the star charm. All right, let's jump right into the first pile. Start off with their animal spirit, who this person is. They are coming in with hyena energy and a 3 of Pentacles. How are they going to come into your life? There's going to be an unveiling. And we have also, along with that, a 10 of Pentacles and a 3 of Cups. Interesting. And what's the divine timing? When will this happen? We have Virgo energy and we have Mercury energy, along with speculation, Jupiter in Cancer. We're going to be pulling more cards, but let's go ahead and dive right into who this person is that may be coming into your life as a new lover. Hyena energy, along with the 3 of Pentacles. Now, the hyena is the animal spirit for sarcasm, right? This is somebody who, in fire energy, they're very fiery, right? But this is a smartass. I'm going to be real straight with you. This is somebody who's always sarcastic, always making a joke. Sometimes they might even be a little bit cutting. You know, the sarcasm here can often hide a little bit of insecurity, right? The hyena energy is an energy oftentimes that warns us, right? Not to dive too much into always being sarcastic about things, making difficult jokes, the kind of jokes that make you wince, you know? So this person can indeed be a little bit something to be around, right? 3 of Pentacles energy also. This is an individual who probably is always surrounded by other people. They are definitely someone who likes being part of a group, working as part of a group. This person is probably going to be somebody who's very earthy. We do see Virgo energy here. So, you know, with that Pentacles, this is going to be someone who's very earthy, very good with their hands, probably has a lot of projects going on with a lot of different people. But more than anything, I really take note of that hyena energy. Definitely somebody who's always making those jokes, always making, you know, saying something smart, always trying to make everything into something funny, you know, even at times maybe when it might be a little bit inappropriate, right? Let me pull a couple more cards for your person, just so we can see a little bit more about who this individual is. And then we're going to go ahead and move into how they're coming into your life. So let me see a little bit more. Queen of Swords, wow, and a Queen of Pentacles, 2 queens. So this individual definitely is someone who runs their own business, or they are extremely, I want to say, emotionally invested, right, in whatever they do. Now, this hyena energy paired with these 2 queens, this individual comes across as very emotional about everything, right? Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Not only are they unabashed, unapologetic about who they are, their words, you know, this is someone who's very good with their words. They see things in a very particular way. They have a certain sense of clarity about them, right? This is someone who, I'm going to say they probably take a little bit of the lead in things, but they can probably do it in, I don't want to, it's not so much that they're manipulative, but everything is about the feeling, right? Well, I feel this way or I feel that way. Um, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, they lead with their heart in almost everything they do. Not only in the work that they do, in the words that they use, in their opinions. This may be somebody who is, again, extremely opinionated, but they also have certain ideas about the way things should be, and this is very much tied into their emotional state. This is someone who, when they're upset, you know it. When they're happy, you know it. They may come across as unserious at times, even though to them things are always very serious, but they may come across as not being so serious, or things not affecting them so deeply, but beneath the surface everything affects them deeply. Everything is personal for them, right? Now, how do they come into your life? Unveiling. This person, right, is going to make them reveal themselves. Again, coming back to that hyena and that Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles energy, yeah, on the surface, you may be involved with them again in a project, in a job, in some way. They may again come off as very flippant, but there is an unveiling. There's a deeper side to them that's going to come out just for you, right? And this is where the connection is going to be made. We have 10 of Pentacles and another Three of Cups. For some of you, this individual is absolutely going to come out to you as part of a party, an event, a group of friends. This could even be something like a blind date, right? 10 of Pentacles energy is there as well. There is, I'm going to say definitely a party to celebrate abundance and success. So this was going to be some kind of celebration of accomplishment, right? And it might be through that kind of an event that this person is unveiled to you, right? They may be the subject of the party, or they may be at the party, but this is a world of, achievement. This is not someone who fails at things necessarily. This is somebody who succeeds at things. They've manifested. I have a feeling here that there's just a lot of cash flow around. There'll be a lot of popping of champagne. This is going to be very ostentatious kind of celebration. And again, this strong feeling that it's going to be like, hey, I need you to meet this person. This person is incredible. They're really something. That kind of energy. For some of you, it's absolutely going to be as a result of friends of yours or people around you that are very close to you, making this connection happen, unveiling this person to you. You may have been around them, just sort of bumping into them, not noticing them, and then all of a sudden one of your friends says, hey, look at them over there. I think you will be great with them, right? 10 of Pentacles is a strong sort of happy, complete sort of vibe here. So this person is not somebody who's working on their stability. They have stability, right? They may come across as someone who doesn't. This is the person also who very quietly is wealthy, very quietly, owns their own home or has reached a certain level of success. And you would not know that necessarily until you begin speaking to them. Now, when is this going to happen? We have a Virgo and Mercury energy and speculation. This is interesting. Virgo and Mercury. So I'm going to be probably flashing up right below the next time we have a Mercury and Virgo transit. Now, this could have been recently, or this can be in the future. I'm going to try to, whatever's closest to this current timeline. So you take it as it comes to you when you come to this timeless message. But Virgo energy for sure. Virgo season, again, is September. So we're talking August 22nd to September 22nd. So it could very well be during that time. This person also, during a period of Mercury energy as well, right? So you're dealing with somebody who, in terms of divine timing, um, is going to come into you during a period of a lot of communication. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever project you're a part of, job, or sort of, I want to say chapter in your life that you're in, that chapter that involves a lot of sort of activity, communication, talking to people, arranging meetings, things like that. It's through all of that hubbub, and during that time that this person is going to reveal themselves. So we have speculation as well, Jupiter and Cancer. So this is a bit of a risk, right? Speculation, taking a moment to see, a risk moment, right? Now, I know we do have another card in this deck called Risk, but I feel like here, when we talk about speculation, it's like you're going to take a chance. Yeah, so more than a risk, let's say chance. This will be a chance sort of meeting. A moment where, you may at the last moment have decided, oh, maybe I'll go do this, or maybe I'll attend that, or, whatever that last minute kind of energy is, that's the energy that's going to be bringing this person in. Let's go ahead and pull some spirits of darkness and light to see what other kind of energy is going to be helping you along the way with this. Spirit of the Sun and Spirit of the Ring. Wow. Yeah, this is nice. A lot of energy. Again, I feel this, this is individual, a lot of communication, a lot of energy, a lot of joy. Spirit of the Sun, vitality, resurrection, and Spirit of the Ring, a contract, a promise, a commitment. This kind of speaks to the speculation issue. I feel here, for those of you who picked this pile, this is definitely going to be part of some kind of last minute opportunity that came into you. Again, to do with a business, again, to do with a project, an event, some kind of activity, that is not something necessarily that's planned, that's kind of suddenly come together. But out of this is this great opportunity with this individual. This next lover in your life could absolutely come in and really revitalize a lot of what you're dealing with, bring some sort of renewed energy to your life, your love life. And there's a Spirit of the Ring. So there is a potential here for a deep and long lasting commitment. All right. So let me pull out some zodiac runes and then we're going to go ahead and call this your reading. Today, some of you are dealing with a Taurus, and that's that earth energy I was talking to you about. Some of you are dealing with an Aries. That's that fiery energy. Hyena is fire animal spirit. Again, like I said, somebody is really quick with the lips, and more Virgo energy. So we have Virgo on the deck and Virgo rune. Absolutely dealing with a Virgo, some of you, or someone who resonates with that strong Virgo energy. All right, guys, thank you so much for this first pile. We are going to wrap this up and come right back with pile number 2. All right, everyone, we've got that key charm there, and we are going to start right into pile number 2 and start off with their animal spirit. Ooh, the fire ant. The fire ant, interesting. Fire energy along with the Magician and Temperance. 2 strong energies. How are they going to come into your life? Receptivity. All right. And we have the Page of Cups. And what's your divine timing here, Leo? And Venus, along with practicality. All right. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's jump right into who this person is. Fire ant energy. Yeah, the fire ant is interesting. A lovely energy, but very regimented. This is the animal spirit for the soldier or the person who likes things to be a certain way. They like things to be orderly, the status quo. This is how things are done. And if you interrupt their flow, or if you're interrupting that, they can get very agitated, right? Fire and energy is very sort of like boom, 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 They are committed to a certain sense of how things are done. This is how everything is done, right? They may not be very spontaneous. They're fiery, right? But they're not necessarily very spontaneous. You're not dealing with somebody who's a maverick or who likes to stand out of the crowd. They like things, they're more comfortable when things are what they expect them to be, right? They're definitely more comfortable with an environment where there's no surprises, right? Where they know what is expected of them and they definitely show up. This is a hardworking person. This is not somebody who shies away from their duties or their responsibilities. This is also somebody who takes it very personal when other people shirk their responsibilities or duties, right? So you're dealing with a very solid individual, but they're staunch about it, right? And they can get very sort of irritated when things aren't exactly the way they should be. Now you have magician energy and temperance energy. So again, this is also somebody who's extremely capable, very, very talented. They have everything that they need to accomplish what they want to accomplish, right? Temperance also comes in. This is somebody who will bend over backwards to sort of make sure that the status quo is maintained. Temperance is all about sort of trying to maintain that stability, trying to maintain wherever they are, whatever stability they have, whatever point or station in life that they're at, that's the most important thing to maintain. And they'll exercise a certain amount of temperance. I call temperance the great chef. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. They know when to turn up the heat, when to turn down the heat, ultimately to maintain where they currently are at. This person doesn't like a lot of surprises, right? They don't like things changing up on them very much. A magician, again, somebody who's very capable, very talented. I'm going to say this person is probably very, very good with their hands. They're probably very good with sort of material things, able to build things or construct things, able to put things together. They're probably highly organized, right? This is someone who can really, they're very efficient, about everything that they do. Now, how do they come into your life? Receptive and Page of Cups. This is interesting. Also, here's very lovely energy. Page of Cups, it's going to be very innocent. Hey, you want to get a cup of coffee and talk about this? Again, it's going to involve you being receptive to what they have to bring. It's going to involve you being sort of open. That's how they're going to come in. This, again, is not somebody who likes to necessarily make a lot of waves or stand out or be too individual in the way they do things. Of course, they're unique. Everyone is unique. But they're definitely a certain kind of person, and they may have a certain kind of job. Also, again, fire ant indicates that this person may have the type of job that's like civil servant type of position, or they may be, in the armed forces, or they may be um, in some kind of job that involves a certain routine and a certain sense of responsibilities, a certain sense of duty. Now, being receptive to that is going to be what opens you up to this individual. And definitely it's going to come in as maybe a little text or an email. This also, it sounds to me for some of you, you might meet this person on like a dating app, right? Something like that. And it's all going to depend on how open and receptive you are. So let's pull a couple more cards and see what's really going on between the two of you here. I'm going to just get a little bit more energy here. 10 of Cups and a 9 of Cups. Wow. So very happy, right? A lot of love, a lot of emotion. 9 of Cups energy. Everything's kind of like exactly where you want it to be right now. I'm going to say again, you may not be looking for love, like you clearly came to this reading. It's a pick a card. Who's your next lover? Who, when, and how? However, on the other hand, this is definitely a feeling here that, you're okay with where you're at. You are happy with where you're at. You're happy with the relationships that you have, you're doing pretty good. Family and friends connections are pretty good. You may even be dating and you're all right with the dating, but that next real lover that comes in a real kind of permanent way will come in this way. And so being receptive is extremely important. And of course, it's a possibility that while you are very happy where you're at right now, this next lover is going to take you to that 10, which is that completion, which is that, oh, okay, now this is the one that I'm ready to really stay with, When? Divine timing. Venus in Leo energy. I'm going to flash up the next transit for that. Could be Leo season as well, which is July 22nd to August 22nd. All right. Venus in Leo, lovely, really nice. I want to say bombastic, outward, showy, right? Like I said, on the one hand, even though this person is someone who likes things a certain way, they still have a flair about them. There's still this charisma that's there. But in terms of timing, this is definitely in a season going to be in a time in your life where it might actually be Leo season, but it's also going to be a part or a time in your life where you're feeling comfortable about coming out and showing your best side, being the center of attention. We have practicality as well. So for some of you, again, there's a practicality here, right? There's something kind of like, this makes sense. This fits in. It's almost going to be coming into you at a time where like you don't have to shift a lot of things around to meet with this person. Again, with that Page of Cups, and when I say like, cup of coffee, a little text, a little note, again, a swipe, right, or whatever way it is that you swipe on these apps to say, yeah, I like you, and they say, yeah, and it all kind of fits in a very kind of easy way. And this may be how this person comes into you. There's nothing heavy at the beginning here, right? It's all kind of like, all right, I enjoy this. Let me be open, receptive to it. Yeah, I have time for coffee that day. It's not going to be a scenario of a lot of sort of synchronicities that have to happen. This is all going to come in a very practical, easy kind of way. You're not going to have to shift a lot of things around to meet this person. It's not going to be a sort of connecting the dots where, or dominoes falling where this incident leads to this incident, leads to this incident, and then it happens. It's all going to feel very kind of easy, I want to say. It's going to fit in to your schedule. It's going to fit in to your plans. So, spirits of darkness and light. Let's see some more energy that might be helping or blocking, whichever way it goes. Spirit of the snowflake, interesting. Spirit of the fog. Yeah, there's a little bit of unsurety here. Take it as it comes. Spirit of the snowflake, yet something one of a kind and different. Again, for some of you, yeah, you may already be dating right now. You may already be kind of okay and happy with how your love life is going. You're going on various dates. You're enjoying yourself. Nothing is very deep. Yet this one is going to stand out as being different, right? And spirit of the fog, again, unconventional in a sense that this person, their energy, who they are, you will have to be receptive to allowing this to happen, right? So there is a kind of like, I don't know why they're interested in me. I'm not really sure why I'm interested in them. I just know I am. And, what's the big deal? I have time for this cup of coffee or I have time for this date. Let's just try it out. And then before you know it, boom. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and pull out your zodiac runes, see what kind of zodiac signs you may be dealing with. Some of you are dealing with an Aries. Fire, more fire. Some of you dealing with a Gemini. All right. Some air energy. And some of you, more air energy, dealing with and Aquarius. All right, so two air and a fire. See, take that as it comes to you. That could be the individual that you're dealing with. Could be, some energy in your chart, wherever they may fall in your natal chart and your houses. You might want to take a look at that and see how that is affecting this connection. But for right now, this was pile number 2. I hope it gave you some insight, maybe some curiosity about your next lover, and sound off below if this resonates. So for right now, this was pile 2, and I'll be right back with pile number 3. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and move right into pile number 3. Start off with their animal spirit, the spider. Love this earth animal spirit, along with 4 of swords and an 8 of swords. How are you going to meet this person? Relationships. All right, along with the magician. And what's your divine timing here? Capricorn energy, Taurus energy, a lot of earth, along with Venus in Capricorn, more earth. All right, guys, this is definitely an earth energy, earth spider energy, earth, and earth. All right, guys, so let's jump right into it. Spider. The spider is beautiful. This is somebody who is very sort of, I'm going to say, dogmatic. This person lives by their values. They're very principled, and they provide a really deep and strong sense of stability, emotional and financial, for everyone around them, everyone who's close to them. Every move that they make has to align with who they are. This is not somebody who is this is not somebody who's wavering. They're unwavering in their belief of how to do things. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and they follow their own heart. And by always following this sort of principle, their own set of principles, you can depend on them. This is somebody who's extremely sort of not only dependable, but you can count on them doing the right thing. And every move that they make, they are always going to be consistent. And this is how the web is formed. Every move is consistent with the move before it. And so you have this strong web of support, stability, reliability. Very, very lovely earth energy, very reliable earth energy. Now, 4 of swords and 8 of swords, interesting as well here, because this person right now is taking a break. They're kind of moving back mentally. They may have been involved in a lot of turmoil recently, right? Things may have been really sort of frustrating for them, whatever situation that they were in, and they're taking a step back. It could even have been a previous relationship that they felt was really constricting or stifling. 8 of Swords energy also is there in the sense that, I think they most recently also felt as though they couldn't behave or couldn't sort of act in a principled manner, right? I think there's a feeling here that they have recently left a situation that was forcing them to act against their conscience or act against their principles, right? Their principles. That's the thing. The spider is all about its principles and maintaining those principles and not wavering from them. And being in any kind of situation that causes turmoil, that forces them to act against their principles, is turmoil for them. And I think most recently they absolutely pulled away from that and kind of readjusted their lives, right? I think for some of you, you are definitely dealing with someone who recently got out of a very difficult situation, or a very difficult relationship, rather, that was mentally painful for them, just caused them a lot of anguish and anxiety. And this is not what they're about. They are about stability and comfort. They are about nurturing and support. And so, yeah, you're dealing with somebody who is definitely coming out of that right now and maybe looking for something that is much more conventional. Now, how will they come into you? Again, here, relationship and magician. So this is what I'm talking about. I think they're going to be coming to you as a result of coming out of a relationship. Again, a relationship that was not great. Listen, I hear here that some of you, this might be an ex of a friend, right? Somebody who you know, or an ex of somebody who you know in your life, where that relationship kind of fell apart and you happen to know them. You may even know both people. And now somehow this person is free, or single rather, or open for a new chapter in their life in love. And here you are, and here they are. Magician energy also, very practical, very capable. I'm going to say for some of you, this could, again, as I say, this may indeed be the ex of a friend, and you are all friends, and this person kind of, here's the story, this person kind of like might be helping you with something, right? Again, being very practical and earthy, there may be something very sort of routine that they are assisting you with, right? And you guys hit it off, right? They may be helping you with something at your house or at your job, or some kind of project that you have, or some kind of task that you're trying to accomplish. And this person has everything that they need to help you, right? You know each other. I feel like you definitely know each other here, right? You guys are either friends already, or as I say, they may be an ex of a friend or a friend of an ex. Either way, let's pull some more cards. 7 of Wands. Wow. Okay. And 6 of Swords. Absolutely, this person walked away from turmoil. Absolutely, there was a situation here, either for you or for them, but I feel more for them, that, this was one of these connections. They were in some kind of connection, and this is part of a friend circle, right? Where it had to fall apart. It had to end. But 7 of Wands is there. You're going to have to be courageous to be with this person, because I think a lot of your friends are going to be like, oh, damn, did you really hook up with somebody, this person's ex? Are you two really together? I'm not entirely sure that this new love connection with this person is something that everybody's going to approve of, right? You're going to find yourself for sure having to defend this connection, having to defend this relationship. You know how it is when you're friends with people and they break up and you hook up with, and it's like, really? And then people have opinions. So this is definitely not one of these situations where everybody's going to be happy about it. But doesn't matter, right? Your happiness, and you can't, listen, you like what you like, right? You fall in love with who you fall in love with. You connect with who you connect with. And this person is a good person. Right? This is not, let me tell you, I'll put it to you like this. If this individual has recently come out of a toxic relationship, the toxicity did not necessarily come from them. They are the ones escaping a toxic relationship, right? And so, if you two connect, and, to hell with the rest of the world. That's what I say. Now, timing, divine timing, Capricorn, Taurus. Taurus season is in May. So we're talking April 22nd to May 22nd. Capricorn season just finished. So you may have just recently made this connection with them. You may have just recently started this spark, and it may come to fruition in Taurus season. Okay. I'm going to say in either case, there's a lot of Capricorn energy, a lot of Taurus energy, a lot of earthy energy around you. And I'm in any aspect of your life where this earth energy is radiating and emanating, it's at those moments that this connection will come. Again, conventional, right? Convention. Venus in Capricorn, very sort of normal day-to-day conventional kind of connection here. Timing as well. It very strongly feels to me, for some of you, that this is going, this meeting, this spark that happens between the two of you happens out of a very innocent kind of event. as I say, they may be coming to help fix something in your home, or coming to help fix something at your job, or coming to your aid in some kind of supportive way. It's going to be very innocent. And then the spark will happen. So really through no fault of your own. It's not like something was that you were both trying for this, right? This is not a fought for sort of connection. This is a connection that just really, really comes out of day-to-day activities, a need, a necessity that one or the other are filling for one or the other. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh wow, okay. Zombie spirit and spirit of possession. We have two energies coming in that may or may not help this connection. Take it as you will. Zombie spirit is control, empty and submissive. Wow, this may be some energy that you guys talk about that comes in some kind of way. See how this applies to you. Spirit of possession, sexual obsession. Interesting. Maybe that someone here has been secretly, harboring a deep sexual attraction. Spirit of possession, both of these are kind of dark energies. It is the spirits of darkness and light divination deck that we're using. So, take this as it comes to you. Again, I have a strong feeling here that this is an ex of a friend or a friend of an ex. So there's going to be a little bit of shadow here, right? Some of you are dealing with a Libra, pulling out the zodiac runes, get a little bit more clarity. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. Interesting. Or may have Scorpio in their chart, their natal chart somewhere along the way, or you may as well. Some of you dealing with an Aquarius. All right, so two airs and a strong water there. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it. This is your third reading. Thank you so much, the third pile. I hope it resonated. If it did, if this meeting already occurred in Capricorn season, which was indeed December 22nd, January 22nd, sound off, Again, if it did start during that season or during a Capricorn transit of some kind, it may indeed flourish during Taurus season. Again, April 22nd to May 22nd. But for right now, guys, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to provide you this pick a card reading on your next lover, when, where, when, how, and who, when, and how. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you guys right back here at bowandarrowtarot.net for your next reading. Bye-bye now.